Girl, I wanna be with you. It is a pleasure to have you here, Yummy. Welcome to this channel. My name is Yummy Cash, and today we are having Ghanaian chicken stew. So here I am blending some tomatoes and pepper, and then I'm going to pour it in the saucepan and rinse the blender and add the water to it. Now I'm going to cover it and allow it to cook. So the main reason why I am doing this, or I'm cooking the tomatoes and the pepper, is just to ensure that all the water is evaporated from it and it is well cooked before adding it to the other ingredients that I'll be using to make the chicken stew. So this is the chicken I'll be using, and I'm using hard chicken. You can use soft chicken in making it too. I'm adding in the spices, and I'm going to list everything down in the description, and also I'll make sure to write it on the screen too, so you know the spices I used in steaming the chicken. Now after adding all the spices, I'll add in some salt also to taste, and then cover it for some time. So before covering it, I'll add in some star of anise and then some chopped onions, and then cover it. So it's been 10 minutes of steaming the chicken, and I'm going to give it a quick stir and once again cover it for at least about 5 minutes before adding in some water. So yummy, it is now 10 minutes. I'm going to add in some water and then allow it to cook very well, because as I said, it is hard chicken. Okay, so you see the tomato is well cooked. I'm going to set it aside. Now in this wok, which I have named it Versatile Nana, I'm going to add in some oil and then add in my blended onions. Now the oil is not too much because I blended the onions with some oil. So the oil is hot now. I'm going to add in the blended onions, and this is only onions and oil. There is nothing in again. I'm going to fry it for some time before adding in the next ingredient. So now that the color of the onions has changed, I'll add in some tomato paste or tin tomatoes. So this tin tomato or tomato paste is about 3 tablespoons, I presumed, and then I'll mix it very well. Welcome Yummy. If today is the first time on this channel, my name is Yummy Cash, and on this channel we do only food related videos. So if you're interested, kindly subscribe and make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any video whenever I upload. Now I'll keep checking the tomato paste, and I'm going to fry it till it is well fried. To know that your tomato paste is well fried, you can differentiate it from the time you added the tomato paste till now. As a asieno ebe one be, you know, a chin be very well. That is when you to know that your tomato paste is ready to go. So at this point, I'll add in the cooked tomatoes and the pepper. So I'm going to stir it for it to mix, but before that, I'll add in some bay leaves. Now time to mix for everything to be well combined. Now that everything has been combined beautifully, I love to add my ginger paste at this point. Now you might be wondering why I did not fry the garlic paste at the beginning of the video. Yes, this is just to enhance the flavor and bring out the taste of the stew. At this point, I'm going to add in my chicken because I don't want to fry it, and I add in all the stock to it. Now the stew is going to be a little thick, so I add in extra water to it and give it a stir. Also, the thickness depends on how you like it. I understand some people like their stew very light, as in light soup, and some honey, others very thick. So adding the water depends solely on you. Now give it a very good stir for everything to be uniformed, and then add in extra spices to it. So the spices consist of some anise powder, some coriander seeds powder, and then some fennel seeds powder. Now last but not the least is some cloves powder. But once again, you are free to use any spices of your choice. So I'm going to mix everything together, and you can see the stew is already looking very nice. So now I'm gonna taste for the salt, and I think I have to add in some extra seasoning powder. You can use stock cube powder, and then some salt also. I will mix everything together. Oh, so nice. Oh, so nice. Oh, so nice. For you, have fun. So I'm tasting, and the stew was superb. Now I'm gonna leave this on fire on a very low heat, till oil starts surfacing on it. That is to know that your stew is on the way. Now the last thing I'm adding in is some grated nutmeg, and then give it a very good stir. Now I must say that is the last thing to add. I'm gonna stir it to combine or to mix very well, and then leave it on fire for some time whilst I cook my rice. So after cooking the rice, this is what we are having, and you can see the stew is looking Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy this video, and give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Always remember to do everything in love, and don't forget, the best place to eat is where the chef loves to cook. Cheers.